Sorry.
Can I wear Confluence to Jira duty, or is that wrong?
Oh man. No, it's good. It's all good. Hey everyone, welcome back to part 6 of the Jira Duty live Jira question and answers, and basically answering your Atlassian community questions. I got Robert King Bob Wen and Sarah. We need to give you a nickname right.
That's my new nickname, Sarah. You need a nickname right.
So sorry I'm a little late. I was doing an interview with Revise.
Nice.
And it's really weird because I'm usually the one doing the interviewing and not doing the interviewee. And so any chance that I get to share that origin story, and when it's not me talking about myself, I'll take it. But now I'm all messed up because I had like a whole thing. I had my like resolution stuff up.
Yes.
Speaking of that, we should probably do this.
It was sitting in the drawer, and not sitting. I was sitting right there. I had it, and then I was with Revise, and Revise like, I don't know how we feel about that one.
They're not direct competitors.
They are not. But special shout out to Resolution for making this entire series of videos possible. We appreciate it. Once it's cold outside, I am still gonna be wearing the heck out of that jacket. It was so warm in Vegas. And it's been summer. Like we got it in May, and like it's been nothing but hot. And so I am waiting.
almost Arizona-ish.
Yeah, almost Arizona-ish. So I'm actively waiting to wear that. So special shout out to Resolution for making not only this video possible, but the entire series. Check out the descriptions down below. And let's jump into it. So let me make sure. I think I'm done with my other. I think I can leave the studio for the other one. Yep. Okay, cool.
Just right there. There's my resolution sticker.
Are you putting the resolution sticker on every shirt for every stream we're doing?
I only have like 2, so maybe they'll have to send me some more.
They have t-shirts.
You know, Rodney's gonna be in Barcelona. He's gonna owe you like, you know, stickers out the wazoo. So hit him up.
Yeah, definitely hit him up. All right, folks. Part 6. You all know the drill. We're going to go to community.atlassian.com. We're just going to jump into some questions. Sarah, let me flip you around so that you're not the one with the... I got to really relocate the spot on the NASA app.
Yeah.
Did you... So my wife, I don't know if you guys saw my interview with Resolution, right? But we're flirting with the idea of making a video game out of their little NASA character. And so my wife's like, let's do it and like present it to them at Team 25. And so Resolution, if you're not watching... Spoilers. We're gonna try to make a little video game for you.
Just one more thing on your to-do list, isn't it?
Just one more added on. I got like 50,000 right now. But as Rodney says, I got 99 problems, but Jira ain't one. All right, let's start off at the top. Again, in no particular order. Rodney doesn't have any resolutions facts tonight. Oh yeah. Wait. Is he being serious to tag him in? Or was that before?
I know.
Well, you know, he was a little concerned about you being late there.
Have you heard about Sarah? Have you heard about how Bob came to be into our life?
No. Tell me the origin story.
Origin story of Bob. So
I've ever since the
episode 1, right?
Ever since the first live streamed episode
of the Jira Life,
because you guys had an episode 0, which was not live streamed.
Pilot.
Yeah,
right. So I've been a presence.
Nice.
So I had Bob sign his book. I'll stop sharing, or I'll do this so you guys can all see it. So Bob published his book, right? And I had Bob sign it for me. Well, Bob didn't sign it in the right place. And the line, right? So put me in, coach, is a very special line for us.
Oh,
what he wrote for us. And so yeah, so when we have we should make a shirt that commemorates like our 5-year anniversary or something that says "Put me in, coach," because that line right there changed Bob's life and our life and everybody's lives for forever. So very meaningful things. I swear, one day I want to sit down with MCB and just ask him, like, when you wrote that first line of code, did you ever think like these relationships would happen? Right? I have a picture of me standing outside of Red Robin that I still have to send to Ray. I just haven't had a chance to send it to her. But we now all share bottomless fries, bottomless drinks, and a tower of onion rings because of Ray and Bob. And these are just like memories. Like people ask me, like, why do you do the Jira life? Like, how's the Jira life different than this channel, right? Because this channel is all about those how to get better at Jira. But with the Jira life, like, look at the friendship, with the bond that we're creating here, right? Just the three of us here, right? It's like you don't see that in other. You don't see it in other YouTube channels, and you definitely don't see it in other communities.
I need you to stop because I am, you guys, I'm like, you're honestly making me like, it's so special to hear you guys talk like that and to have that kind of friendship. And then you're like, and so you don't know how much, put me in coach means to me. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the sweetest.
So I'm feeling a little verklempt. I'll give you guys a topic. You discuss amongst yourselves. The Industrial Revolution was neither industrial nor a revolution.
Discuss. It's like butter.
All right, we'll switch it up. Well, let's go to Confluence updates. Let's see what's going on with Stacy over here. So I'm just curious if North has a committee or group of leaders that are over Confluence spaces. Does North? Again,
this is misplaced.
This is misplaced. I think somehow she's trying to contact her company's application support, which is North. The company's probably called North.
So I don't have the ability. I know I can report to monitors, but apparently Ronnie's got the special power. But I'm gonna report this one just so that somebody keeps an eye on it. Don't think this is an actual question. All right, well, that's our first report of inappropriate content, because the second one, Ronnie didn't let me submit the report. He went and deleted it altogether.
Yeah.
One down. That was easy.
Lots of planets have a North.
JSM. Okay, but we're coming back over here. Bob also has special powers. Yeah. Surviving 120-degree heat in Texas and Arizona is a special power, in my opinion. Everything shows 0 minutes. We're working before migrating to cloud. Anyone have any idea what am I supposed to do with this? Time to resolution.
It's like somebody put a redirect on their own help desk and redirected everything to the Atlassian community.
I would assume that this is a legitimate question, though, because
yeah, I think this is a legitimate question. So it looks like that they were on either server data center. They did a migration to cloud, and now her report for time to resolution is not working. And I think Sean's kind of hit the nail on the head where I'm kind of guessing here. We need more details.
This is my point.
I'm going to welcome her. Do you have any other details? Maybe some screenshots that would help?
We might want to see how. So this is a report. This isn't a dashboard. Gotcha.
Yeah. Are you looking in a queue dashboard? I can't spell troubleshoot. Thanks. I'm going to put that there and see what she responds with. 2 for 2 or 0 for 2. Womp, womp, womp.
But you're beating
last night's
Trudy? I'm going to do it wrong because all I can think is Udi. Trudy or Judy?
Trudy.
Yep. You're beating her to these tonight.
There's another. Oh, no, speak of it.
Not anymore.
She's right there. We're trailing. One day we got to get Trudy in here.
I told her that today.
Did you?
Yeah, she was helping me with something and was making some recommendations. And I'm like, oh, by the way, watch out.
Wait until we turn Jira duty into wait until we have every Atlassian expert in a room. Well, we can only have 10 people. So wait until we have 10.
It's called Summit. Or wait,
We should do a Jira Duty live at Team 25
Exactly.
where we have everybody in there and we're just like looking at questions and everybody's there. All right, here's what I'm trying to do. We have stories, issues. I know Trudy's there. I just want to see if it's worthy of being uploaded or not. We have story issues and a task of pending bug. These stories have a variety of subtasks that represent development tasks, testing tasks, and bugs. And okay. Ooh, even bug subtasks. I'm trying to write a rule such that whenever the status of a subtask changes, we find the parent, evaluate if all the subtasks are not in of the QA testing subtask type, or what the heck are in it. I can't read. Okay. And then if they are, change the story status to QA ready. This seems complicated, but let's see what Trudy said.
Ooh, Trudy went with the templates. Smart.
There's one for transitioning parent issues done with okay. This would be the starting point for your rule. If you need refinements, since you don't want to include all subtasks in your evaluation, you may need to use a couple of related issue conditions to check subtasks such as. Okay. So what was the question then? Whenever the status of a subtask changes, we find the parent and evaluate if all the subtasks that are not in the QA testing type are in the status of done, closed, or canceled. So resolved.
So that only QA tasks are open, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then if they are changed. Holy moly. Okay, so we have a story. Okay, so we want to change the status of the story.
Right.
I think this was worth working out. I think we should try to do it.
Okay, so you're going to fire up automation?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. All right. Let's see. We have a story, and it has a subtask type.
Has
and
several task types.
Several. And
Yes.
we want to evaluate if there are any that are not in the QA testing subtype.
So basically, whenever, so the trigger is going to be the subtask. It moves, changes status, and you're going to go in there to its to its parent and look at all of the other associated subtasks to see if they're closed or done or whatever,
or resolved,
right? Except for the subtasks for QA. If everything but the QA subtask is closed, the action is to go to the parent and change its status to QA ready.
Okay, so let's recreate that then. So I want to make a new project. I'm going to manipulate the crap out of this thing.
Yeah, and Sean talks about the workflow too.
Do it in the old. Do it old school in the work.
That's
Sean just wants us to suffer. Can we do that? I guess you can. There's a condition for all subtasks must be done.
Yeah, but you're actually looking at the subtask and not the parent. So that's why I think that's why he's looking at doing it in automation.
All right, so we got a pending bug, and then we want to transition it to QA ready. Okay, but then we got to go make another workflow real quick for the subtask. I don't usually do this.
I was gonna say you're really going for it here, setting up some.
I know, yeah. I'm like, we're
workflows and issue types and adding.
So we got done.
The good thing is people can watch this, at half speed later on, so they can go, wait, what did he do?
What did he do? We got done. Status closed.
I think that's
and
Good
canceled.
enough.
Let's just.
Well, it was basically that they're not done, right? That those QA subtasks are not done.
Yeah. Okay, but then we had a different issue. Then we have more. So she has a couple different issue types. So now we got to bring those in. Jeez, man, she's making me really contaminate my.
No pressure here, Alex. But Sean's bringing up a good point.
Well, she's answering. Alex.
Wait, she did not. This was not okay. As much as I love Trudy, this was not an answer. This was like a half a step in a possibly right direction. Okay, that's all I'm arguing. Like poor Michael over here is still like scratching his head, trying to figure out what the heck, where do I go from here?
Okay,
so that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to maybe get him going in a better or right direction.
That's what I'm saying. She gave the first steps, right? The overview, and then
this doesn't help because when all the subtasks go to done, you don't want to move the parent to done. I mean, it kind of does, but there's still a lot of.
Well, it says there, right?
Fine.
Like it does need some refinement.
We'll circle back if we have time. We'll circle back then. But you guys are just killing me. Michael, talk to these homies over here. You know what? Let's just do an upload over here.
Well, then if you do it, you got to go back in and add a link to this recording, right? And go watch.
Go watch. Jira testing and release. All right. 15 more. Okay. I got a bunch of haters in the chat over here, man.
She was also very detailed with custom graphics.
It's only one hater, but he's.
I was worried. You saw how fast I'm creating status of the new issue types, man. This is like when you charge by the hour. I've sat down with teams where I'm like, I hate doing live demos in front of people because when you charge by the hour and you're as fast as me,
right?
Very inconvenient to charge by the hour because I can get a lot done in that hour. So sometimes I need to like drag it out or add some anecdotes or something to kind of slow the thing down.
You're paying for the outcome and the experience. There's lots of time that went into getting that experience.
I know, right? Can you imagine the amount of hours? We've done the rule. What was it, Bob? Did you watch my video? Did you watch my video from like a year ago?
Did I watch your video from a year ago?
I did a video a year ago where I tallied up the number of hours I put into being a Jira
How many videos have you done about a year ago?
I don't know, 800 total.
Exactly. Okay, so which one are we talking now about?
So I did one where I tallied up how many hours I spent being a Jira admin. Sean says he was impressed. All right, can we attach some files in release for test execution so we can avoid having to open an issue again? You should be able to attach files while testing, like results and screenshots. However, would help attaching files avoid opening the issue again. If an open issue again, would generally open up another ticket for another release to introduce the issue. What the heck is this question? Can you attach some files in release for test execution so we can avoid open an issue again? So they want to be able to add a file if something's in a status of release. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Sean. I'm thinking a release is a status, and they want to be able to add a file. Can we attach some? Do you what?
I just. Sorry, because release, right, is also like on a board. I'm going to release a bunch of issues. But if release was a status, if they had the status transition, are they talking about being able to add an attachment during a transition?
Well, where I'm getting thrown off is I would never do text executions in Jira, right? I feel like this is mixing like an X-ray or Zephyr tag. And I'd be doing that in another tool.
Because maybe. Yeah, I'm even just checking just to see if by any chance there's go live, release, and test. No. Well,
I'm going to go at Kyle first. Oops. At Kyle. My friend Kyle.
I thought it was Kai. Was it Kyle?
It's Kai.
Kai.
Is it Kai? Oh,
yeah.
Kai,
sorry. I'm adding extra letters in there. So that was my bad. But I can't even tag Kai. There you go.
There you go.
I should just have a stamp.
I just wait until after the @ sign and then pick.
Just because the whole like I don't want to have to open the issue again is also kind of weird.
So I'm gonna respond with basically Benjamin's thing, where like you can attach files all day long without changing the status. So I'm gonna ask, are you using X-Ray or Zephyr? Because these have special areas in their workflow to upload artifacts based on testing conditions. But to answer your question, you should be able to attach a file to any issue in Jira, regardless of its status. I'm assuming released is a status ?
But there again, that's why I was thinking about imagine if they're looking at a board and just dragging it over, if they had a transition screen to add the attachment, because maybe they're thinking, I have to go here, I have to open up the file to put an attachment on it and then change it to released.
My interpretation of this is that the issue has moved over to release, and there's some artifacts from the test execution. Maybe they're good, maybe they're bad, and they don't want to reopen the issue. Like, I'm assuming they don't want to retransition the issue back to like in progress to attach. But that's why my first thing is like X-Ray and Zephyr, they have a place for you to upload artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
So I would consider that, because then that's irrelevant of the status, and it's associated to the execution of that test. And then I'm just telling them like, hey, you can upload. It doesn't matter what status you're in.
Yeah.
All right. We've got to catch up with Trudy. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I am not an assets person.
I've tried and given up many, many times. So.
Spanish again?
2 answers already, though. Are you going to just go up?
Let's go see what they got. Yeah, let's go up. Oh boy.
So what was the translation of the title?
How do I migrate a project already created? I wish to enter a project from my university, but no longer can see the other projects, just mine. So I wish to enter a project at my university, but I can only see my own project. That's basically what I see here. Hey, look, Benjamin's bilingual too. Who's this guy? Does anybody know Benjamin?
I don't know Benjamin.
How do we friend Benjamin? What we need to do is we need to get all these people, Trudy, Benjamin, all the people that are answering. Oh, look, and it's our favorite Service Rocket guy. Hola, so this says, hola, si deseas ver otros proyectos, debes tener permisos de exploración para esos proyectos. Means basically, if you want to see a project, you need to have the permission to see that project, browse permissions. If you need to create a project, then you need the administrator of Jira that has a capacity to create projects. And your title, su título, menciona migrar su proyecto a otro. What the heck? Lo que puede hacer es trasladar sus problemas de forma masiva a otro proyecto, pero ello necesitaría permiso masivo y acceso a ambos proyectos. Espero que te ayude. That does not help me at all. Para poder hacer otros proyectos es necesario que un administrador te agregue al mismo. Es necesario también. Okay, I'm going to upload both of these. Basically, they're saying like, if you're trying to access a project, your Jira admin needs to add you to it, or your project admin needs to add you.
Yep.
There's nothing special here. And you're saying that's all it's saying. I uploaded them both. All right. Error when accessing. Ooh, I don't want to do Big Ant. I never used Big Ant. Do any of you have any information there?
I haven't yet. I've used Big Picture, but not. Well,
I'm more
Ooh,
of a big picture, but not
Yeah.
big Gantt.
Hello, I'm receiving reports that new clients we're adding to our Jira projects are not receiving their initial invitation. Please help. That's helpful. Camilo says, are you receiving other emails from the site, such as notifications and filter subscriptions? If not, it's possible that outgoing email is disabled. Can you check out by clicking on the cog icon, top right corner, then system settings and outgoing mail? Then he responded, was it the same guy? Yes. All other emails are going out to users. I'm curious if there's a way to check any bounce notifications for invitations in our account.
Isn't there a mail log now?
I don't know. Let's go look. But I feel like those, so he's getting a bounce back from the email, not from Jira, but from admin.atlassian.com. So I'd be more curious if rather than looking at a mail log there, and I might have to hold up standby while I change Jira's and the accounts. Try not to give out too much personal information here.
Why you share a screen and I don't?
Okay. So over here, I would look at this one. No. Explore emails. You don't think it's DMARC related, right, Bob?
No. I don't think it's DMARC related.
Okay. What? I've never seen this. Like, why wouldn't a user get their email? I'm trying to see. So I invited Rodney, and I'm gonna see if this gets logged, but it was a while ago. Jeez Louise. I do a lot in this thing. Nope. Okay. So you do get an email. Move it over here. Okay, I'm gonna tell him to. This is what I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him to go to admin.atlassian.com and check the audit log and type in the name of the user that they're sending, and be able to see at least if it went in there. Because maybe it's just not. Maybe they're just not inviting the user correctly. But I do see. I do see the user there. The other thing, Bob, that I'm gonna recommend is to come over here to user access setting and temporarily maybe open up invitation links or user invites. Wait, this tells me customize what your users see when they try to invite other users and your invite permissions are not set. So maybe look, maybe the invite permissions are all off. To not allow for invites. What do you think?
Sorry, if they're turned off to not allow invites, then they can't be invited.
Right.
Then
So that would mean that they don't get the email notification because there's no invites allowed. So I would tell them, go check this product user access settings in your admin.atlassian.com.
But wouldn't that remove the invite people to your product links if you say don't let people invite people?
Yeah, because there's different ways to add people, right?
Right. So I don't think that's stopping an email from going out. I would think that was stopping them from even being able to
I see what you're saying. So
to like generate the thing to send it.
Well, let's try it out, mister. This is why we're here. What happens if we turn these all to do not allow invites? Okay, they're all off. Okay. I'm gonna go to directory and invite a user. I'm gonna take this one offline and invite my Gmail.
I know this was, I'm picturing in a right and a left panel somewhere. Email was there once upon a time.
So this is interesting. So wait, hold up. Oh wait, no. Okay, so I just invited myself. I just invited myself, and I'm gonna go wait for an email. It went through. That's weird. Don't you think? That shouldn't have happened, right?
That's existing users, not admins.
So okay, so then let's think about that for a second. So do we need to go and ask them, how are you inviting the user? Right? Because if you're inviting the user, right, there's a way to add a user by going into Jira, into a project, typing in a user's name as the assignee, right? Like Bob at kingbob.com, and I can invite them like this. So what kind of how are they inviting somebody? Is it like this? Because then this might not work.
And he said new clients, which to me, that feels like a JSM more than when I see the word client, I think a customer. I don't think like just somebody who's going to be in my project.
Should we ask some clarifying questions then?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Let's. So I'll go down here for this one. At John, are you inviting the user from admin.atlassian.com, or are you inviting the user when trying to assign an issue to them?
And are you inviting users or customers?
Yeah. If you are using admin.atlassian.com, are you how do I word that?
What product are you inviting them to? Because I don't think we have enough detail as whether it's Jira or JSM.
I feel like you have a whole new video topic for all the ways you can invite users and people to Atlassian products.
You know, we have the ACP 520 training that's like 11 hours long. And my entire intention, that entire 11 hours, was like, you know how many videos I got in here to make?
Oh, God, yeah.
There's so many.
And so then why don't you have your ACP 520 yet?
I do have the 520. I don't have the
you do?
I got a 93%.
Alex.
I know, right? I walked in thinking I was gonna have like I wanted the 62% or whatever you need to pass. And I walked out of that thing with the 93, and I was so pissed. I was so mad because what I did was I took the test and then I went back a second time. And when I hit 40 questions that I'm like, without a shadow of a doubt, I know are right, I hit submit.
Yep.
I hit submit and I got a 93. I'm like, dang it. If I would have like gone through like a third time and I really guessed on those last ones, I was just so mad. I was like, I'm still close to 100. Okay, so if you're using admin.atlassian.com, are you inviting as a customer, as a Jira user? You can.
Well, I would say, are you inviting people to be a customer or to be a Jira user? Because I'm getting all in the weeds on wording here, but coming in cold to that, I'm like, what do you mean? Am I inviting people as a customer? As a customer, I'm not a customer. But maybe I'm just backwards.
No, words matter.
Yeah, you can check your logs under security in admin.atlassian.com. Type in the client's name, and maybe the logs tell you if they were at least invited. Question mark.
Then there are customer notification logs in the projects.
But I don't think this was I think this is just adding a user, right? It's not. I don't think it has to do with Jira and Jira notifications. What does your Atlassian product access settings look like? Maybe you can generate an invite link and email that directly to your client. Right, because they can come here and just do the invitation link and generate one for Jira, and then just copy that. Turn that off before somebody goes in there. All right.
I feel like I should follow that one. And then I'm going to check to see if they say I'm trying to invite customers.
Oh, I can copy the link, drop it here.
Yeah, will you do that on the next one too?
What next one?
Whatever next one we do. That way I can look at it on my screen and I can read it better.
Oh,
because I'm going like that.
3 days in and you're finally telling me you have a deficiency here?
Remember, I'm the one who couldn't see the curly bracket and see the difference between curly brackets and parentheses.
Yeah, but I thought that was a personal problem.
It is. It's both. It's both. I'm still not ready to increase my screen size.
All right, I'm gonna share them all with you then. Here we go. Let's grab them. This is a good idea. Maybe it's good for people in the chat to follow along so they can open it up too if they want to help answer. All right. I spent some time to create documentation for an internal app for the company I work for. The URL, thank you. However, since the last 2 months when I try to log into my Confluence page, I see the following. Your Atlassian Cloud site is currently unavailable. Please check Atlassian status for known problems. If there are no known problems, any idea where my page is gone? So this is not a page, this is the whole thing is gone. This just tells me that this site is down. This is a support ticket to Atlassian. Yep, I'm gonna upvote this one. What's a nice word for they've been really anal about?
Attentive. Yeah, because if it hasn't been touched for 3 months or 6 months.
Yeah, it's shorter than it was. I know that.
Atlassian has been really keeping an eye on inactive sites and deactivating them. I upvoted. Oh, great. There we go. All right. Next. Deterioration of Jira's performance. Ooh. How the heck did that happen? I didn't think that you can deteriorate the performance of Jira Cloud, but we may stand to beg the difference. Oh, I always keep forgetting. Folks, don't forget. Sponsored by Resolution. Where's my jacket? Pick up your very not exclusive jacket. By the way, did you know that this was on the back?
Yeah, I knew that was on the back.
I'm asking Sarah.
Oh, sorry. Hi. Man. So everybody goes, hey, Alex. Hey, Alex. That is nice.
Out of office assistant. And their Resolution logo with the NASA type of thing. And then obviously the NASA app.
I love it.
So I can't wait for it to be cold. I can wear that. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. Deterioration of Jira's performance. Hello. We're experiencing a lot of slowness when using Jira. This is across all of our users in a particular project. We think that it might be due to the fact that there are many tickets. There are more than 100 attachments. Rodney, another test. What's the max number of attachments that we can put on there? Oh yeah, Rodney's does say the Jira guy on the back. I might have to have them make me like an Ape Tech one for next year or something. We will really need some Jira Life ones.
Right?
All right. Is it possible that in this case there's something aspect of not considering? Does anyone have any idea what might be going on? Let's see what Joe says over here. Please advise what you mean by all users. Are you referring to customers over access their issues via the portal? Are you referring to your agents? In addition, what operations are you seeing performance issues? It is worth noting. No, it is worth to know that issues with many attachments should not be an issue by default. An issue in JSON can have up to 2,000 attachments by default. Rodney, I think this is a challenge. Can we get more than 2,000 attachments in a JSM ticket? On the other hand, JSM is not meant for file storage purposes. Performance issues are typically dealt with on-premise. Yeah, you can also contact. I don't know what to say here. We're experiencing a lot of slowness.
Yeah, totally like slow to you, to me. Like coming from the days of 2016 servers, it doesn't feel slow to me ever.
I know.
But
I'm gonna reply with this of just going to status.atlassian.com and checking these, because sometimes depending on your region, there is some degradation. So I'm gonna say next time you're experiencing this, I would go to status.atlassian.com and check and see maybe the like your specific region is having some problems. Any objections to that?
Nope.
mm-mm.
That's why I'm actually looking. That's where I'm actually looking right now.
Next
Can you
time you
imagine 2,000 attachments? I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around 2,000 attachments on an issue.
There's usually like a little bit of sluggishness, but I've never seen Jira like really go down like hard, other than when we have those emergency episodes.
You know, I would also be curious if they've got not realizing. No, I'm just thinking about automations. If they were running an automation and expecting it to go like that, but maybe it's a time-consuming automation.
No, but I because what I would think, right, is that I ran into the problem where you end up in an infinite automation, and maybe that could be slowing things down. But I think Atlassian got better at pausing.
Yeah, they'll kill it.
Yeah, I mean, I know like a year or two ago, it wasn't a thing. Like that sucker would run forever.
Yeah.
But even then, I mean, I'm on a 2,000 person Jira, and I've never experienced any slowness. And I'm gonna assume that we have so many attachments everywhere, so many JQLs and filters and everything. I don't know. I don't think. I think it might. I should add. If you check your internet connection, maybe your kids are playing Roblox.
That's my thought too, right? Because there's system-wide things, but then there's also local things that they could all be experiencing.
Yeah, because when my kids go on Roblox, it's game over for my internet.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that's gonna happen when they're on Roblox. All right, next one. Should I add? Just is that not too condescending? What do you guys think in the chat?
No,
Should I ask? Have you checked your internet connection?
I think it's a legit thing to check, right? I mean, it's the first sort of step in some of your troubleshooting is to rule out other possibilities, right?
Wow, Sean's coming back and saying it is a bit snarky.
I made it a little bit softer, right? So I said, are other sites being slow for you? Like if other sites are being slow, then it's not Jira.
Well, they can come back and watch the video and see. It wasn't meant to be snarky. It's a legit question because it's things that happen. How's that?
You know what I got to do for each one of these things that we've done a video for? I just dropped the link to the live stream.
I know you did. Friend, I mentioned that.
I know, but the snarkiness in me doesn't want to do that. I don't think I'm using that word correctly. Rodney says it could be both snarky and good advice. We need to
True
break.
point.
We need to break Jira.
I think I do it all the time. I always laugh. I'm like, did I break it?
So one time when I was in college, I had a job as a cold fusion developer, and my very first push to production where I made a change to a website, keep in mind no CI/CD or anything or any testing for that matter back then. But when I made my very first push and I hit save on my code in production, like csulb.edu went down for my university. And we worked, like my domain was csulb.edu. I was in a
Mhm.
couple of websites down, but the parent domain was, and oh my gosh, did I need a new pair of undies that day? Because my boss led me to believe that I did, in fact, did bring down the entire university's website. It turned out to be a completely different glitch, but for like 20 minutes, boy, did he have a field day with my emotions.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I honestly never totally outgrow it. I used to when I help manage websites, and when I was working in email marketing, there was not ever I could never hit send without being like, I'm gonna send this right to this many people. Is it
Yeah.
all right? So
I still remember 2017 when I was first learning Jira. We did the whole, or I don't remember if it was me, but I remember somebody on my team. It could have been me. I did the whole make the field required at the field configuration, and then we left for lunch. And like we came back from lunch to like a swarm of emails.
I bet.
I never seen people so mad.
You've ruined my muscle memory.
Oh man,
It's
that
like
was like the
tripping. It's literally like tripping. All right.
oh
That's why
man.
they
What?
say it tripped me up.
All right, let me grab this one for you. Were there any slowdown for JSN today? I don't know.
I didn't see any on
Oops.
status page.
Well, it was all green, Sean. I sent it to you. Look it up. On accident, I gave it to you. All right. My Jira project has a complex set of project roles mapped to issue security levels. While I am able to manage the roles and security levels myself as an admin, non-admin users often want to know who is in each of the roles they are a part of
Oh,
so that they can select the correct one for an issue. Is there any way to allow non-admin users to see who is in each project role that they are a member of? I must give that a hard no, right? I haven't read it, but it's an upvote.
I've not in Jira, but I have used the user macro in Confluence to create groups
But
or
this
to
is
be
not
able to display users in groups.
but this is not a users in a group. This is in a role.
Oh, in a role, sorry.
Yeah.
Keywords.
The project role.
I'm assuming, let's see, this, yeah, because you gotta be able to see system. In your personal settings, does it tell you if you're in a role?
No, because
Guys, they're improving how you transition the issues. Oh my gosh, I can turn this crap off?
Yes. Oh
I
yeah,
need to-
turn that off. I don't like that one.
I know, I need to make new videos on this.
Well, maybe the guy who's experiencing slowness could try the store data on your own machine and see if
Checkbox.
that improves.
But it's not a
Oh, is the enablement gone now? Oh, by site.
your site admin has to turn it
Yeah.
on somewhere.
Yeah.
I wonder where that setting that. These are so many new videos. Every time you click into Jira, just when you think you got Jira down, Atlassian goes and adds like 20 new features. We're gonna have a job forever. I was thinking of making a post recently about like I don't think the role of a Jira admin is ever gonna go away, even with this whole AI and even with the automation rules. I'm sorry, even with the AI and even with the team managed projects that they're really pushing. Like there's just so many features and capabilities of the tool and they continue to add that companies are just going to need somebody whose their only job is to stay on top of these features. We'll just be like a news anchor for Atlassian.
I have thought this.
I outvoted. I don't think there's a way. Although I wouldn't agree that it's project settings. It's like it's Jira's global settings. Because you see the oh shoot, where'd it go? You're over here on the system and project roles that you
Right,
can
but
see
that's
who's in there.
defining what the roles are.
But to see the users in that role, oh, I see. So to see the users in that role, you do need
That's
to
a
be
project. That's project settings.
Mhm.
You need to be a project admin to see those.
right. Okay, I'll let it pass. I just upvoted it. What he said. All right. Next one. Let me grab the link. Look, this is sluggish. Should I go open up a ticket?
Yes. Have you checked your internet connection? Are the kids on Roblox?
Sean's
They are.
got an answer with the previous one, and it might make sense too. But that
For the admin users read-only access?
true, but yeah, I wouldn't you need to have admin access to even use the API call?
No. You can, I mean, you can make the API call just by having the key, but your API is restricted to whatever permissions you have. So you're still going to be limited.
Yeah,
But you could run the API, it's just not going to return anything.
yeah, it won't return anything if you're a non-admin user.
But you can run it. All right. Joe says, when I go to mark a version released, I get the message below. This release contains issues, plural, one issue, unresolved issue, other issues, unresolved issues. How can I change to that to what it was? Huh? Benjamin says, it's a strange one. I see it happen to one of my projects, but the other one's okay. For now, if I wanted to check, I just click on the release name on the list, and it will take me to the page to see the count. I try creating a new version to see if I can merge it into as a workaround, but still the same issue. I haven't seen this issue occur, but all my other projects are okay. Hopefully, this helps. What's the question?
How can I change that to what it was?
So marking the issue, the version as released does not display the issue count. So are you telling me that if I go to Jira, oh boy, where's the project? Where's the project that I was making for that sweet lady over there that you guys all started hating me for doing?
Subbug.
This one.
Subtest.
Uh-oh. The original project associated to is no longer in existence. Oh, shoot.
Did your instance just get turned off like the other one? Was that karma?
This is what happens when I just click around all the boxes in Jira. Wait, that's not good. Can I connect this? Who am I? What am I? Let me turn things back on. Oh, boy. Oh, great. Bob, help me. I've never seen that error before. Maybe we should submit a question to the Atlassian community. That's not bueno. Okay, I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna go back into where I was and take it to another screen. I'm still the org admin, so that's good. Can I access another project? That's the $1 million question. That one's good. Did I just not ever make the project? Okay, can we go into the back door?
Why does this always feel like 5 minutes?
Which part?
This whole hour together.
I know, right?
It is like 5 minutes.
I gotta change my project settings. I think that's what my problem is. Okay, so I can get in. I just need to add myself to these dumb projects. Okay, so let's add a couple of issues real quick.
Oh, you didn't want to use Jira Advanced Roadmaps?
The jar, you mean?
So I went back and I looked at our first talk when you mentioned jar, and I wrote it down because I thought it was some new feature. And then I just did the exact same thing in part 5 here. So clearly jar is not sticking, at least
To
with
you,
me.
maybe. The jar rocks. Did you notice, Sarah, do you notice any, put your bifocals on. Do you notice anything special about my Jira?
I don't know. Apart from no, that's just your avatar. It makes it look
Look
horizontal.
what the name of my epic is.
Taz? TAS?
No, the name of my epic.
Got it.
I renamed my epic to be Grande.
Create the grande.
Create Grande.
I would be like, do you have a tall one? Do you
I
have a venti?
love
Our
that.
initiatives venti in
What,
issues.
what movie? Have you seen that clip with Paul Rudd, right? Like, I'll have a large coffee. And the Starbucks person's like, you mean a
right.
venti? Do you mean a venti? He's like, no, I mean a large. And he's like, and they're like, venti means large. Like, no, venti means 20. Large means big. Grande means big. Venti means 20. And it's the only one that's not in Spanish. It's Italian. So congratulations, you're dumb in 3 languages. I want to go to Starbucks one day and just like literally ask for a large, because I don't drink coffee. And I would just love to go to Starbucks one day and just go, can I have a large coffee or a large hot chocolate?
Well, okay. And it all depends upon the person behind there as to how they answer.
So I got 3 issues in there. And so the guy's saying he's releasing it. So what is this? Like, I don't even know. Ignore. I don't even know where this problem's at.
Can you just skip this bit?
I don't know where you even get the count. I'm going to ask him for a screenshot.
Mm-hmm. Like a marked up one?
I don't even know where he's looking at.
But Benjamin, who we need to go find and meet, has answered.
Yeah, but I didn't like his answer either. All right. Well, folks, I think that's going to be it. Womp, womp, womp. That's it for the week, too, by the way. So we are basically at the end of the week. So just want to take a second here to thank our good friends over at Resolution for making these possible. We are number 6. So 7, 8, and 9 are happening the next following week. 10, 11, 12 the week after that. And then 13, 14. 13 and 14 the week after that. So we got 3 more weeks of this. So hope you're enjoying these, because we're definitely having a blast over here.
So you're saying that some of these are happening while Team 24 Europe is going on?
Well, to my defense, by this time, Team 24 Europe is going to be done. Ronnie, maybe you can do some from the show floor. Still with us, Ronnie? All right. Well, again, special thanks to Resolution for making all this entire series possible. If it wasn't for the pressure that they put on me to meet on my commitments, I wouldn't have been here doing 14 live streams with you all. But it's been a blast. It's been much more enjoyable than the first time around. We actually did these a long time ago. But they weren't called Jira duties back then. Anyways, Sarah, thank you so much for joining. Sarah, thank you so much. Bob, always a pleasure.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you for not leaving me alone this morning either. So that was nice.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Tomorrow, the Jira Life, catch it.
Yep.
And then one more ATP. And then one more ATP for the week. And then we're done for the stream for the week. And then we got 2 more weeks of hell.
Self-inflicted, I might add.
Commitments, man. Commitments. I took the summer off.
You're busy doing Summer of Atlassian 2.0.
I know that. I took the whole summer off by just interviewing people left and right. Never again, folks. All right. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.